Up, up.
Yeah, they can hear you now.
What up?
What up? What up?
Nah, what y'all doing? Helping cook?
No, he's cook. Mom's cooking by herself. Yeah, he don't need his help.
She'll need your help.
Yeah, he don't.
Well, maybe not this time. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Why are you inside something, Dad?
Hmm?
Why inside?
What am I inside of?
Mm-hmm.
I'm inside of my house.
Okay.
What are you inside of?
1014 house.
Huh?
There's 3 of us in here. There's 3 of us in here.
Is who in there?
3 of us.
Ah.
This one you're inside the house by yourself.
Yeah. There's 3 of y'all in there and one of me by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
You wish we do good if you show to the drink.
Well, give me something to drink. I got my drink down here on the floor.
I don't care about you snitching. Like I said, you don't get nothing to drink until I get done cooking. When you get your sandwiches, that's when you get something to drink. I don't hear that.
Sound like you trying to get in trouble over there.
Like somebody. I can drink some water, man. Baby, you can drink some water. You still got water in here.
Hey, babe. You can't make this up.
Yeah. Now go sit down. Sit yourself out yourself. You could have really drunk your spit.
Babe. The card jumped out and said, disappointment.
So what you?
But a card jumped out and said, Juju got to be disappointed about that drink. He gonna be all right. Shout out to the 2 that came back through. What up, though? Y'all know what it is.
We got Jackson just was like, what's up, Billy?
What it do, though?
Are we gonna finish our conversation? Or we still gonna talk about this struggle with this spatula?
Oh yeah, we can hit the spatula first.
There's really nothing else to say other than the fact that it took me today before I realized that I was having a whole struggle situation where I don't got an actual spatula. This is
Not a whole struggle.
This is the documentation of the most ghetto thing I had to do in my life, and I thought it was
Hey, that today's documentation, huh?
Yeah. Hey, it's on the World Wide Web. It's gonna be here forever.
Oh shit, nigga, you was crazy. So it's gonna be documented forever, so you can remember, never forget.
Hey.
Huh?
One part of the other conversation you want me to talk about?
We could jump into any of it head on.
What part do you want to talk about? That's why.
Well, first we can go to men.
I was going to say, my channel has never really been, after the whole documentation part of it, my channel has never really been a born, like, cook with me channel.
Yeah, we can jump into the emotions of men that get overlooked.
You said they get overlooked?
Yeah.
Like the emotions that get overlooked, or the type of dudes that get overlooked by women in general?
Yeah, the type. Yeah, let's go with the type to get overlooked.
Okay.
Now, do you actually think that it's a society thing as why niggas get overlooked?
What type
Like
of
certain types.
like you a dude? So what type of dudes you think get overlooked?
I think the niggas
Like,
with no motion. The niggas with no motion are the good dudes get overlooked a lot.
but what up, Playboy? You said okay. So dudes with no emotions get overlooked, and who?
And the niggas that got the good niggas, the quiet yeser niggas for the rah rah niggas.
Uh, you really did go there to go on.
Hey, he told you he was gonna go over there and get it.
So you said the my bad. You said the rah niggas and the who?
Uh, the rah rah niggas, the niggas with motion and all them, they don't get overlooked. It be the niggas like the good niggas, the quiet niggas, and the niggas with no motion. They get overlooked.
Who? Wait. So who would want to talk to somebody that has no emotion anyway? Yeah, I'm gonna overlook you.
Yeah, I mean those are the ones I feel like deserve to get overlooked. But we just saying overlooked in general, I guess. Cause see, I guess the biggest thing to me is like even when we was chopping it up, it's like the nigga you may overlook may be damaged. Does that count?
You said the nigga that I overlook might be who?
Damaged as fuck.
What? Okay.
So like do you I guess I'm saying do you feel like more people get overlooked based off of something other than they place or their position? You get what I'm saying? What up, sir? You're gonna be the next person up on for YouTube.
Okay. You already know that.
He walked off all kinds of slow and hush hush.
So Juju did that.
Jackson. Jackson was trying not to, I guess, stand in the way too long.
So I'm trying to actually do this little cheeseburger. So you saying dudes with no emotions get overlooked, but you think they should get overlooked. And what's my thoughts about dudes with no emotions being overlooked?
Yeah. Like, do you think they don't have no emotions and shit like
Like,
that? Because
what's the example of no emotions though?
like the type that's not receptive to like um the type of nigga that's not receptive to what a female is doing in real life. You know what I mean? Because of past trauma type shit. But he ain't told you none of that though. So you gotta kind of you just
But wait, because the conversation that we had earlier kind of was making sense. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You're like dudes that have no emotion get overlooked because the dude might have past trauma, right? But he
yeah
never
yeah yeah.
talked to the female about the past trauma. But overlooked, that means they're not even in a relationship or talking.
Yeah,
So are you
nah.
saying the dudes with past trauma gets overlooked in a relationship?
No, they get like that whole beginning phase that we talking about, right? So let's say I meet you right now, I start talking to you, but you don't know what I really done dealt with or what I've been through, right? So somewhere in here, we not
No,
even gonna
no.
connect.
What you're saying is at least you're saying at least they are in a relationship. I'm guessing.
Yeah, they started that.
The talking stage of a relationship.
Yeah.
At first, you made it seem like they was well. At first, I was thinking that you were saying that like we met in the club today, and I'm talking to you about my past trauma, and you're overlooking me because of my past trauma. I was talking about this in general.
I was sure to say that's kind of too soon to be wide open though.
But how? But if you
Okay, so look in the chat.
if you in a relationship, the beginning stage is the first 90 days. I say
Yeah, yeah,
we have an employment trial. The beginning stage is the first 90 days of any relationship.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
But
I feel like you have to kind of, because I kind of like you kind of gotta know what type of relationship, what type of relationship are you talking about? Like some people, me personally, if you're gonna call me, I already don't like talking to people that don't talk at all. Like you know how people you call them and they be like, "What's up?" Da, 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 and they just sitting holding the goddamn phone. And y'all really not having no damn conversation. I don't like that. But at the same time, in a talking stage or the beginning stage of a relationship, you had a talking stage in the beginning, right?
yeah,
Cool. But like that's not the first week. I don't expect to know your childhood trauma in the first week of dating, but at the same time, I'm the type of person that I'm not going to sit here and call you, or when I'm female. I feel like a female should have called a nigga. A female should have to sit here and chase a nigga. Like, nigga, you want to talk to me, you want to hear from me, nigga, you going to call me. But if we move past that, you kind of got to get to know a person, what they actually even like.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you don't even have people talking about that. You have people that don't talk about that. Like, matter of fact, you had a sneaky link stuff. I met you in the club. I like how you look. You like how I look. We sneaky linking, and we doing this. So now it's a connection. Now it's a connection or energy exchange and stuff like that. That's deeper than what people know. But now we're doing this or whatever, and you get feelings. Somebody in that situation is gonna get feelings. If not both of the people gonna get feelings and stuff like that. But it's like, I mean, you cool. But every time we link up, this is all we linking up for is to do this. So. But you have some people that get to liking each other, and you have a lot of females that feel like if we're doing this on a consistent basis, then we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Like, I slutted you out. We slutted each other out. We had fun doing that. Call me tomorrow. Call me next week. Call me in like 2-3 days. So you had that, and those type of situations become relationships.
Yeah.
Oh, don't nobody know each other because we had to test it out first. I have to test it out first. I ain't gonna stop. But normally I know of the person. Normally you have a talking stage anyway to get to know a person before you actually just smash somebody.
Yeah.
But then you have a lot of people that's just smashing and linking and liking and we're gonna do it for the gram and they in a relationship and they don't know their nigga favorite color. Or they know their favorite color, their zodiac sign, and what else is it that they know? Where this person work, where they live, what they drive, and that's it.
Yep. And maybe how long their longest relationship was. Some simple shit.
Or they ask like, what happened to your last relationship? And everybody gonna sit here and be like, oh, it was this, it was that folks. Like how me and you can be like, man, we just grew apart, right?
Yeah.
That's the conversation. Like we grew apart. I'm on this, I'm doing this over here, and he on this. I'm more so about self-healing, self-love, whatever business stuff that I'm doing, this, that, and third. I want to do this with my life. He wants to do this with his life. He in school doing this, doing that. We on two totally different pages, two totally different journeys in life right now. So that's why we're not together. You have other people that's gonna sit here and be like, man, them up did this, that, and third. A lot of people are used to drama, like in the talking stages as well, and like relationships and drama and shit like that. But far as I feel like you realize somebody don't have no emotion if you're actually kicking with them, if it's actually like a relationship. And people don't know how to communicate. Like people to me, people have a bunch of surface level conversations. Like it be surface level. like people like nowadays, like how you told me, like I'm trying to like not say some stuff because I know a lot of it's not gonna go nowhere or whatever. But like when we were talking, how you told me like how I asked you like what's your goals for this year or what's your 5-year plan? Like
Yeah.
where do you want to be in the next 5 years? That
Yeah.
way I know some of your goals or if you even have goals and stuff like that. Tell me a lot about you if you have goals or something that you're trying to accomplish or whatever. I can know a lot
Yeah.
about you within that. Most dudes don't have a goal that they're trying to reach at all. But they don't have no start. They don't have an action plan. They don't have no goals. They don't have no action plans. They don't have none of that. People are really just out there living. So like,
Yeah.
if I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get my credit to this. I'm working on this. I got this certification. This. I'm trying to have this all situated by this year. It may not be
Right.
this year at present time, but 2026. This month in 2026, June 2026. I'm trying to have this accomplished. This is what
Yeah.
I'm doing in the process. It's taking forever to do this because you never know the time or the steps that you need to do for whatever goal you're trying to accomplish. Some people
Right.
don't have that, but a lot of people don't ask that question. All right, good. Throw the crust in the trash.
Yeah. That I can agree on. It's pretty much the touch and go to find out. It's like too many. I think too many people spend too much time when they are talking. They spend too much time talking about shit that don't matter and not each other. And a lot of people will talk about each other, but they don't talk about those in depth, in detail moments that made you who the fuck you are.
Yeah, but how you ask somebody this?
Yeah.
You know
Keep
what I'm saying?
conversating. Keep conversating for 90 days.
You said what?
Keep conversating for 90 days. It'll come up. It got to. It got to. Because some communication is like a natural flow versus like structured. You know what I mean?
All right, Jackson.
So okay. So what's the take on what's the take on relationships that like when I was talking earlier and I was like, dude, like shit, the homie feel like everything is a complaint. Like what do you feel about that arena?
Like people
Like
actually at that point you are in a relationship. You are in a relationship or in a marriage, right?
yeah,
And that conversation earlier was about, yeah, we was talking about bills and stuff like that. How a dude can sit here and own a house. He got a car, he got you a car or a better car, whatever. And he
yeah,
all the bills he paying. Basically, any bill that's created, he paying for, right?
yeah,
And you were saying like, why do females still be complaining?
yeah.
I think because they don't happy with themselves. But that's just how I feel.
Now now the question is how does that or do you think that man has anything he can do to help that person be happier with themselves? Maybe not happy with themselves, but at least turn some of the wheels to steer her into the happiness.
Shit, that's what's like already. What you think? Like, well, I feel like it's not a man's responsibility to sit here and heal you. Like, you know that you got problems that you unhappy with. So don't like the stuff that people be complaining about. Like the bills are paid, and then somebody's like they still want extra money. I feel like that female already wasn't happy with that. One, you're not happy with yourself, and if you are happy
Transformer
with
just
yourself,
blew.
you say what?
I said Transformer just blew over here.
You know what? But you put up the what else did you say? Well, what's that light I see flickering? Dude, it's sunny as fuck. It's sunny as hell around here.
Yeah, it's sunny over here too. That's why it's
Like
spooky.
it's not even raining at all over there. You say what?
You said not a dude job to
You said
nurture.
what?
You said it's not a dude job to nurture her because she know her what her problems might be.
I don't know, but if you want to talk about them, you can. And just talk. But you just want to say that.
No, I got it off.
You said what?
I said I turned it off. But yeah, I think that
Hey, go on, y'all.
I think that whole being happy with yourself thing that you was talking about is a big deal though, for real, for real. Because it kind of limits a lot of shit when you're not. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. I got shit taking on her.
All right.
I mean, not literally hold on and like don't say nothing at all. But I'm trying
But yeah, I think
to really remember what the fuck I was even talking about. This shit, they irritate the hell out of me.
yeah, I think that inner happiness is a key to a lot of shit.
All right, but nah, you asked me like, how do the dudes supposed to help the female find happiness? You can't help somebody find happiness that's already unhappy. Like, I don't think
True.
it's his responsibility to help you find out why you're not happy and help you work with your own. Like, what?
Right.
I'm like, hold on,
Yeah.
let's just be so for real right now.
I,
Like you're mad at me, like, and then like how you were saying how your homeboy was saying like she didn't get to talking to a homegirl, and now the problems that she was talking to her homegirl about, it's not a problems in that relationship. You childish as fuck. That's some childish mentality type stuff. Like you ask your dude, like, well, what's your opinion on it? And if his opinion is the same as her dude opinion, now you mad at him. Like you childish. Like you're
yeah.
childish. That's childish as fuck to me.
Yeah, I can see that because what the hell that even got to do with us type shit.
Like, but I feel like it originally starts with somebody like how I would do you still to this day. Like how you sit here and ask, so and I'll be like back. So such and such say that this person don't do this, that, and his reason for not doing it is this, that, and the third. But I know she be doing da 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 da. Your opinion, insert your opinion. Your opinion is the same opinion that he had. Now I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
But I have actually seen stuff like that. So
That shit just mind blowing though on the cool because it's like if you don't want to know the truthful opinion, don't ask me my truthful opinion.
but maybe people really do agree that. And I think people don't think that they do don't like agree with another dude. Like and you agree with another like a dude would agree with somebody else, not even knowing that that's what they're doing or trying to actually agree with somebody else. They just feel like listening to it, well yeah. Like, nah, that is stupid. Or this, and the third, and they be mad.
Yeah, because in the simplest form of it, if you explaining it to me, and your version of it is coming to me, and I'm listening to it, I'm like, well, yeah, that do sound kind of crazy, motherfucker. Like, I I just I know you're not gonna be mad about that. You know what I mean? So it's like, what will possess somebody to even want to insert their own shit in there? But I guess, like you said, that's some childish shit. You know what I mean? On the flip side, if a nigga is like that, to where he ain't happy with himself, then it's still not that peak.
You said on the flip side of a nigga not well with himself.
If a nigga not happy with himself, then he got, it's the same problem. It's just, I don't know. I guess you can't have two people that's unhappy with their own self trying to make something work.
I mean, but it's working.
Well,
Like it's working. It's toxic as fuck and it works. Nobody know like I think nobody really pays attention to each other to try to figure out each other. Sometimes I'm trying to think of what to say without like putting nobody's business out because it'd be my luck that somebody actually go back and rewatch this live. I would think that
Right.
nobody rewatched this live because it already started off all kinds of crazy and it don't even the conversation wasn't flowing at first type thing. So I would think nobody would go rewatch it, but I forgot that people still will go rewatch the shit. But
Yeah.
Me, since I'm quiet, like we both are Aquarius, but I'm quiet. I sit here and I watch what somebody's doing. Zip this up. I watch what somebody do. Anyway, I watch what somebody do. Like I watch people's actions. I might not say much, but I pay attention. And like I pay attention to what people say. So I think I broke my zipper there. Like a little kid. I already broke it in the zipper. It's like it's a double zipper though. Now the zipper is broke, I think. Maybe. Or was I tripping? I was tripping. All right.
Not you was tripping.
Yeah, I tripped hard mother. With the dude that I was talking to, the most recent person I was talking to at all, well, not even, whatever we had going on with the most recent person. I don't even have to be around him 24/8 to know that dude has self-love issues and probably a trauma for childhood. I don't know. And motherfuckers have fucked him over in relationships. So he like, fuck this shit. I'm out here. And all we doing is linking and stuff like that. But if you pay attention to what people actually say, you know where they're going with this stuff. So everything that the person was telling me about, that's like, I got this, that, and the third. To me, like, for one, I'm not a gold digger. Like, dude, we was together how many jobs I worked while we were like first talking. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't talk to people just because of their status or this or that, right? Like, this person I already know you. Like, well, I'm familiar with who you are. I've been familiar with who you are since before I was born. So, shit, I don't even be in the city. I'm gonna be outside like that. So, like, how I had to hit up my homegirl to figure out certain stuff about this particular person. And I was thinking, sit here and say it's like the one or two things, and that's it. It's like, well, bitch, I knew that. Like I already knew that. That's all people know. But like, people will put up a facade of, I got this going for myself, I got that going for myself, I got that going for myself. And you're like me and you don't care because I have to like a person. So I'm talking to you because I like you. I'm not talking to you, fucking with you for anything other than the fact that I like you. Because if I don't even like you, all the other shit don't matter because then it is gonna be a toxic relationship because I'm looking at you like, God damn, why is this motherfucker calling me? God damn, I don't want to chill with you, I don't want to kick with you, I don't none of it because I don't like you as you. So me being me, I pay attention to people that I'm interested or people that I kind of like. Matter of fact, people I'm curious in getting to know or I'm cool with getting to know and I'm cool with chilling with them or whatever, I pay attention to them. So he has said shit to the point where it come off like ha ha ha, but nigga, if I think about the last 2 or 3 times I came over there, you keep repeatedly saying the same shit. So I know that shit bother you.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can have all of this shit or whatever going for yourself, but nobody has actually been like, man, fuck people and fuck folks. Like, how do you want to do this? How do you want to do that? Blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. Like, you got to first fuck with yourself to get over this, that, and third. Normal people don't even think, like, nigga, that shit really bother that motherfucker. Like, that's like a touchy situation for that nigga. And to, like, nigga, don't talk down on yourself, nigga, because, nigga, fuck these folks, don't talk down on yourself, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. most people don't even encourage people in relationships because they don't even fucking pay them no attention because they're too busy paying their fucking phone attention. They're too busy looking at this video. Like, there's a lot of other shit that people be doing that's like, I don't know, I'm just different all together with the whole dating shit. So, with how why females don't sit here and like try to help somebody get through that shit, or why dudes don't and stuff like that. I don't know why females don't do that shit other than the fact that they're just worried about like social media. How we look on social media. You the popular nigga, you own, you this, you that, blah, 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 blah. They too busy trying to live like through a motherfucking internet. And the internet really can take your life and make a whole new you, bitch. That Megan movie that we watched, nigga, where they made a whole robot of a bitch that can, you know, fuck stuff, do every damn thing the fuck else, take care of the kids, do this, do. Bitch, a motherfucker can AI and recreate your ass. That's how fucking artificial you are. Nothing's about you is authentic. But you want a real
right.
nigga. But bitch, you ain't got real feelings. Like real emotions. You don't care in real life. So I don't know. I think people, you know, like I said earlier, like when we was on the phone, we were together 13 years. So now starting to talk to people, starting to fuck with people, it's just like, and listening to the problems of people, it's just like, oh, y'all outside. Y'all outside.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You say what?
I said, yeah, it's a lot.
Like, bitch, there's a lot going on. Like, y'all outside, like, to the point where the block is hot outside. Like, who was that juvenile nigga? Like, y'all outside like that.
Way out there.
So it's weird to me to sit here and watch how like, okay, put it like this. Most women, like, yeah, most women are normally nurturing and soft and this, that, and the third. I feel like people can't even really, women nowadays are not even soft. But then again, you can't even be soft because these niggas want to be females.
Boy, all at the same time.
Nowadays. So, like, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that shit. I just feel like today's people of dating, even in our age bracket, everything is about social media. I forgot about this goddamn sound. And I know it's going to be burned. Yeah, actually was. I forgot about the damn shit.
You saved it.
Barely. Might have to see this purpose something else. But yeah, I just think people, they more worried about the flex on the city and more about the flex on their friends and the flex to be like, yeah, than actually knowing a person, getting to know a person, and actually liking them and building a bond and a connection with that person. The only bond and connection that I'm seeing people build now is toxic ones. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody want to heal. Nobody worried about like their kids' future. Nobody worried about their credit. Nobody worried about how we gonna build together, how we can build together. Nobody's worried about like goals and shit like that. Like everybody is just worried about however I'm gonna have to get this money. I look like this. I'm gonna get this cut, stitched here, put ass here, put titties here. Everything about me gonna be fake. But I want a nigga that's balling. But that shit is working. Like, but y'all, like how we talk or how we talk in our relationship, they like, you know, y'all talk about that, and it's like, yeah, y'all don't. When I sit here and look at people's relationships, everybody, I see why. I'm going back to this very same nigga, but like I see why on day one, a nigga like, who out of your inbox? Who this, who that, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And it's like, whoa, bitch, the fuck? So when I go fuck with my homegirls or some shit like that, and I see that y'all are talking to this nigga, y'all talking to that nigga, y'all talking to that nigga, and y'all have full conversations, nigga. Y'all linking up with this nigga, linking up with that nigga. Whenever your nigga not in your face, bitch, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. I will beat your motherfucking ass out of the nigga. So that's why I sit here and say, like today's generation don't make no motherfucking sense on fucking dating. And they're our generation. They're born in the 80s and shit like that, so it makes no sense of this whole like little relationship shit. But what else is you gonna say? Because I don't know what to say about these motherfuckers nowadays. Other than the fact that they're weird.
I don't know. I think everybody just out for their motherfucking self.
I mean, you kind of, this ain't gotta be. Motherfuckers are papers on your face when you in a pissing goddamn case.
Now that's factual.
But hell,
Cause it's like
I
Ultra
can learn that
4K.
in 20 photos.
You say what?
I had to learn that in 2024 though.
Yeah. Realistically.
But what else are you saying? Because I think I went on a whole rant.
I mean, you did, but shit, that still was some beneficial information. But like I say, people all about themselves. People do play in your goddamn face, like every motherfucking chance they get. So it's just when they get a chance to play, you have to figure out where to grab the motherfucking power cord instead of pulling it out the wall. Put that bitch around their neck. They'll stop playing when they stop breathing. But it's a different atmosphere out there. So like you say, you got to be about yourself. You got to be about yourself. But in being about yourself, most likely some of them people that are all about themselves should be by themselves. You know what I mean? That way you don't turn nobody else down or fuck nobody else up
But
or
think
get
about
nobody
it. Think
else.
about it. When people get to that point where they like, dude, I'm just gonna fuck this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, or whatever the fuck. Because it's cool for niggas to do it, but if a bitch do it, she hoe. But
Nigga a hoe too.
I can fuck with about 5, 6 different fucking bitches, and I'm content doing it. What got that motherfucker to that point though? Like, how many people hurt me to the point where I'm just like, nigga, I don't even do that shit. We was talking about that shit earlier.
Yeah, you
Oh, whatever.
being solid for the wrong motherfuckers. Too many of the wrong motherfuckers.
I think I just stop arguing. Stop making out of those.
When you
Stop
trying
with
to
the
be
wrong
solid,
motherfucker. You said when you being solid for the wrong motherfucker.
yeah, you being solid for the wrong motherfucker or a lot of the wrong motherfuckers. Like you get to the point where shit, you'd rather be by yourself or skip here, there, all that old outside shit. And then people don't understand that shit.
But you don't know that at first. When you first talking to a motherfucker, like I said, look how people end up in relationships. They don't talk on the phone and get to know each other. They don't have motherfuckers can FaceTime and be like, dude, what you doing? Blah 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 this, blah 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 that. You want this? I got this going on, I'm doing this. Like you don't have it no more. You have I seen you at the club, I seen you at such and such party, or I seen you with your nigga. You have people sneaking and linking, and then they end up after this relationship with this person because the grass is green over here. Or I'm just gonna link with you and still allow this dude to sit here and pay all these bills and do this and that. And then when a nigga find out about it, this nigga hurt, this nigga feel paid, this nigga pissed the fuck off. Okay, cool. One bitch.
Yep.
Now mind you, this hoe still in a relationship with this nigga, right? So
Yep.
everything all cool and dandy. This nigga don't know that you outside on the block, so he don't even see the shit. Cause you, the bitch herself, is like, hi, da 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 this, da 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 da. That's why I pay attention to people so much. When little subtle shit start changing, I pay attention to that shit because it ain't normal. Like I guess I'm what they say, Aquarius investigators naturally anyway.
Yeah. You don't have to investigate hard. It's right there in your face all the time.
No, but people don't pay no attention though. Like how I was
True.
able to tell you that this person, this on social media about this person started changing and looking like this.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, nigga. So it changes. People just don't pay no attention. But you had it right.
Yeah.
You had that whole what part of that shit was I gonna say? You had that one person that sat here and fucked you, right?
Yeah.
Next bitch do the same thing. Next bitch do the same thing. At what point are you gonna be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna
You
sit here. It's not ready to get out my kitchen.
you get to that point as a nigga after you get through like you've been hurt, try something different, try a lot of shit different. Hell, you become a different nigga yourself. So when you do end up by yourself and don't recognize yourself, like that last heartbreak is what throw you outside in the streets. You know what I mean? Like it's Mardi Gras, nigga. It's up. It's whatever. I don't want nothing around me. I ain't gotta have nothing around me. You content with that shit simply because you only finna invite the next motherfucker that you gonna groom hands type shit.
Yeah, and normal people be like, why you just gonna leave a girl alone?
Shit. Cause y'all ain't seen what that girl be doing. I might actually like this motherfucker. This motherfucker might only have this right here, this one particular thing, but it's like a seed. If you drop one seed in the ground, you can grow a whole yard of grass. You can't drop one seed in a bitch and grow a whole lot of happiness. You just can't do it. So you as a man gonna have to be okay. First of all, you have to face your fears of being alone. And once you face your fears of being alone, you're gonna find out how peaceful it is. And yeah, you still missing shit. A nigga
Like,
still need a bitch.
but cool, what are you missing? Alone, especially if you're alone money.
Well, shit, I guess you ain't missing too much of shit. But the regular mind and the regular heart always wants to have somebody to express that shit to. But when you express that shit to people and they make that motherfucker colder and colder and colder to the point where it's numb, you can't even meet a bitch that's gonna bring a blanket.
But hey, that brought up that whole other conversation we had though. How many females actually, like, you gotta think about it, like especially in our community. Like how many like families are really together. They like how your parents been together, like your whole upbringing. How many people
Mm,
are really together like that? So, and some of that shit that they do to me is wrong. But hey, uh, how many people been in a 2-parent household? So how many women have learned how to actually like nurture a dude? To me, dudes are more nurturing than women all
yeah,
day long.
all day,
Like I
all
don't
day
fuck with
long.
it. But that's why I'm closer to dudes than I am to females. Females are too busy hating and trying to compete with each other versus a dude. That's why if a woman cry, nigga, it's like, oh my god, what the fuck you do to her? This, that, and the third. But what the fuck she do to this nigga? 'Cause like it's that same thing where dudes have to act like they don't have no fucking emotions, no feeling, no none of this shit, and just take and take and take and take and take. Meanwhile, nobody care about like what's going on with the dude and shit like that.
Nah, they
I
don't.
was like something else.
They don't at all. But that nigga still gotta go through that shit by his motherfucking self. Cause if ain't nobody paying attention to that nigga or don't give a fuck about that nigga like that, he gotta handle it himself.
But ain't nobody paying attention to it because that's what I'm saying. Like that shit still is some like deep rooted shit when you think about it. Because the female don't even know to pay attention to that shit because she have never seen a functioning actual relationship. So she thinking how it's been going. Like ain't nothing wrong with dude. Cause if a female don't even know how to be nurturing, she don't even know how to. If the female never been nurtured or seen that shit in her lifestyle, she don't know how to sit here and be like, "Babe, what's wrong?"
Yeah. But
Like,
then what
how you really feel about that though? What about that? Like, just ask. Like, it sounds like you investigating, but it's real simple to ask somebody nah, but for real, how you feel about that?
yeah,
Like, how
but
for instance, how I talk to you about your whole that group that you're not in with the whole family. How do you really feel about that though? Like, I have to really ask you that shit because a nigga is the first thing that they gonna say because y'all are taught to be nigga suck that shit up, head up, chest out, this, that, and third, right?
yeah.
So, nigga, if it hurt you, that shit didn't hurt you, nigga. You good. Type shit. That's how most people raise their boys, right? So
Hmm.
men grow up to feel like that. Then you have women that see that shit and be like, oh, boys don't have no feelings. So I don't even know to ask you, how does that make you feel like for real though? Like, cause I would feel like this, and the third. Most females don't put themselves in another person's shoes to see like how would I feel if that same shit happened to me? Because y'all not supposed to have no feelings. Y'all supposed to have y'all head up, chest out, provide work, come home, and that's it. There's no nothing else to it.
Yeah.
So women themselves don't know how to ask like, nah, but for real, what's wrong? This, that, and the third. Sometimes a motherfucker just want to talk to a motherfucker and be like, nigga, and like vent and stuff like that. Like, dude, that shit really bother me because of this, and the third. I don't like this, that, and the third. Like, cause this motherfucker over here, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And we have a whole conversation like, nigga, that's some whole ass motherfucking fucked up ass shit, blah, 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 that. You don't know that one simple ass conversation made that motherfucker feel like, damn, somebody care. and shit like that.
Somebody
So,
got it.
so when people, like when women be like, how, man, you were together for so long, it's like, cause, man, this motherfucker had been through this and back, and I had put myself in this position. I don't care about the aesthetics of, like, the surface level of people and shit, because you never know how broken the motherfucker really is or isn't until you start talking to them. And if you already don't like them for them, then any infraction you're not gonna be fucked up about, type thing. So I
Nope.
have to like the person initially to even give a fuck about their feelings and give a fuck about that, because I'm the type of person, I'm all the way different from any other female that anybody's ever gonna talk to, and I can stand on that shit. Because it's certain shit that I do and certain politics that I have that other motherfuckers don't. People think by watching my shit, well, shit, all you gotta do is fuck, suck, shut the fuck up, and clean up, and dude gonna be there. It's more to it than that I offer, do, or bring. But a surface level minded person will never know that about me, and I do that for a reason. Because you miss it on your blessing, you miss it on yours.
Yeah, at the end of the day. And that's that brought up another valid point as to, like, as a nigga. Sometimes, you get what we say balled up and threw in the trash and shit like that, right? And then you turn around, and while you dealing with that shit, right? You turn around and that very same motherfucker that spit you out is nurturing the fuck out of something else. Now, where was the nurturing at? Or do you think that people just cut that shit on and off? Cause that motherfucker didn't nurture nothing else. Or do you think
I
the
don't know.
next motherfucker got?
I don't think women actually even nurture people though. Like what woman do? Like that's the thing. A motherfucker be with you complaining about bills, complaining about this, complaining about that, and be with the next nigga that don't even have half the shit that you have, and they be perfectly content. I feel like a lot of shit be they be dick with. But it also depends on the nigga. Like, yeah, it depends on the nigga and if the nigga actually like you, so to say, at
Yeah,
all. Because if the nigga don't like you, then whatever you trying to do with that motherfucker ain't gonna work. Like, nigga, this motherfucker might have time for me to sit here and nurture him versus this person that works 20-hour shifts. Damn it. You work this job and then you pick up a part-time job. Damn, nigga, when do I see you to nurture you?
right.
And that's another thing. Most motherfuckers that like motherfuckers with money and all this surface level shit, yeah, you like that shit, nigga. But when you realize, I own businesses, so I know how much time it takes. I don't have to be inside the business every day, running it and micromanaging it, but damn, I damn near do, because I gotta make sure if I hire a manager, that this manager is making sure that they are acting and working effectively. So it's a lot that's put on somebody that got it out the mud themselves, right?
Yeah,
Normal females, and most of these females are normal and basic and average. Normal females don't think about the fact that this nigga gonna be busy. He might not be doing absolutely shit, but he busy. I feel like motherfuckers get bored. They talk to somebody that got time. They don't got more, but shit, they have built a bonding connection because he has time for me. He takes me out and blah 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 this, blah 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 that. So I feel like when women be asking me like, how did you get this and how do you get that? I never went out to see that, but I do know if I'm trying to find somebody that have money, but I want them to have time for me, or I want to do stuff with me, I know whoever I talk to will probably be like 50-55. And like I know he's gonna be like an owner or some shit, or a franchise owner. He's going to be an entrepreneur. And if he's not an entrepreneur, but I know that because I know that that's the type of lifestyle that I would want to live. So I know what type of dudes to talk to. But if it don't matter, and I step back from that type of shit, nigga, I'm gonna talk to a regular dude that's gonna work a regular job, and he could be hustling and not have time for me either. Like I think some females want that time and attention and affection and stuff like that. On your days off, you want to be all in that person's face. Versus a nigga that have less, they could be trying to get it, but they probably content with how much money they have and where they at in life. So they're not actively working, trying to like build a brand or build anything because they cool with where they at in life. I think it's just females have to sit here and think, what type of nigga I want to talk to? If they know that first, the relationships are kind of go better. Because if I know that I like money, I like nice shit, I like this, I like that, I know what type of nigga I'm gonna talk to, and I know that it's not gonna, it can't be somebody that's under this. It can't be somebody that works here. Like you're gonna have to be a director of this or the executive of this and make about this much a year. Blah 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 this, blah 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 that. And I'm gonna have to know your job hours and schedules and shit like that, nigga. Because if you can work this job, right? Say for instance, I want to talk to the mayor, right? I know he made good money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess where the mayor is probably normally always at? In Arkansas.
Work.
Well, now he in Arkansas. He can't not be in Arkansas, the mayor of the city. The fuck?
Right. So his job keep him busy.
Nah, it ain't the fact that he busy. It's the fact because, like, you know, the mayor, they could take that. Like, they work a regular 9 to 5, and they have to do some after hours shit. Normally, his wife or his bitch or whoever he talking to is gonna be with him, right? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, if I want to do to have enough money to where the bills are paid and everything is paid, nigga, but I still want to travel and I still want us to have the freedom to enjoy each other and stuff like that. I want to have fun together. That's my whole little thing. I want to be able to make sure my kids are straight, but I also want to travel and experience the world with somebody. And I want to have fun and have a memory. So that's why it's important for me to like the person, because I don't want to travel with somebody I don't like, somebody I'm not cool with, somebody that ain't fucking me. Like, I don't do none of that with nobody. So, but that's what I want to do. So guess what? I wouldn't talk to a fucking mayor, because guess what the fucking mayor can't do? He can't just wake up. It's Tuesday. I want to go out the country. The mayor can't do that.
Yeah, he damn sure can't.
So you have to know what's gonna make you happy in a relationship, what you want to do in a relationship, to know what type of dude you want to talk to. So if you talk to anything, like, I will already know, yeah, the man make good money, he this, that, and third. To me, the man would be cool, or I would be cool with, like, just a beefcake from him. I wouldn't want nothing else from nigga. Where I'm going in my life and what I want to do in my life, you don't align with. So I'm not even gonna talk to you. Females don't think about that. They just, like I said, you start meeting people on Facebook and you meet people on a club and you trying to see how this goes, see how that goes, nigga. You really, bitch, you don't even know what the fuck you want at all. I know that I like to talk to entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. I like to talk to entrepreneurs because they can kind of understand the shit. It's almost like talking to a rapper, and it's almost like talking to a D-boy. Everybody knows that it takes money to make money. They know about these schedules. They know about meetings that you have to go to. But after I get through that, shit, I'm all yours. I'm blah, 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 this, blah. Like, I know what type of person I have to talk to for me to actually be happy, because I know the type of shit that I want to do in my life and with my life. Most people don't even fucking know that. Most people don't have no goals. Yeah. They don't know none of that shit.
None of that. Out here living blind.
Talking to you all burnt. Almost every cheese grill but the boys.
It ain't my fault.
No lie. Like, this was a hood ass fucking moment for me in life.
Hey, but it's one you won't forget. It's definitely one you won't forget. I don't know where else we going with that conversation aside from where we was.
That's what I'm saying. You, huh?
I'm
Nigga,
trying to think.
don't be on the phone. Nah, don't be on the phone like you the police or the FBI, where you gonna sit here. I ask you a question.
That's just how it go. I don't even know. There you go. You came back. This is not the FBI.
You know how interrogation, they ask you a question and then they turn around, and since you ain't give them the answer that they looking for, they turn around and ask you the same question, but they reword it or they throw a little on it, and then they still ask you the same shit, and it's like, God damn, because they try to catch you up.
Yeah. What? Okay. So let me. What use is a broken nigga? If we looking at anything that we just got through talking about.
Wait. Everybody's broken. Everybody has something somewhere everybody has something in life that they can improve on. Everybody has something that has happened to them. I think everybody
Well,
broken. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect nigga. There's no perfect female. There's no perfect nigga. There's no perfect person. Like at
so
all.
it just depends on how many pieces of a broken puzzle a nigga is versus another broken nigga. It's like them kitty puzzles have big puzzle pieces, and then you got the 5,000 piece puzzle. So a 5,000 piece puzzle nigga is no good, but a 100 piece puzzle nigga is fine.
No. See the difference. This is what
Yep.
this talking gets. This is what when you actually paying attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference.
This is when you had to fire you up too goddamn high. This is not paying attention. See how similar they look?
Yep. Just put the dark side down. You can still eat the top.
Nah, I don't want that. And this is the hood version of bitch you fuck the fuck up.
Oh yeah, I done did that several times.
But nah. Hold on.
I'm talking dirty.
Yeah, I'm talking good. I can hear you.
Yeah. So uh one broken nigga, since everybody broken, what makes a one broke nigga different than another broke nigga? Just the nature of all the pieces, or because I like I get it, but I don't get it because even these broken niggas seem to be getting chosen, and broken niggas are not. So what's the difference?
Alright, I had to step off. You said what makes a broken nigga different from another broken nigga?
Yeah, because some broken niggas still get chose, even though they broke and damaged and probably more fucked up than another motherfucker. What's the difference?
How much a bitch do it don't like that nigga? To me.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. That makes all the sense in the world.
You know what I'm trying to clean up all the shit.
Oh, you straight?
Well, not clean about that, but you get what I'm saying. Did your lights still come back on?
Mm-mm. Nah, they still off. And no telling when they gonna come back on with that type of boom going off.
What the hell is this? What you think it is? I think it just depends on how much the female like to do. But what do you think it is?
I think I think in instances that is the main piece of the puzzle because everybody is allegedly supposedly lovable and work withable and motherfuckers can get through whatever. But if I have to put down a broke bitch to pick up another broke bitch, I would probably like the other broken bitch a little bit more than the last broken bitch. So it makes sense to me.
That's the only question you had, because that was a real fast ass answer to that fucking question.
Yeah, that was it.
But, but that was all I could. Go ahead.
I was just saying that was it. I just really you gave me a straightforward, straight to the point answer. So that didn't even require much talk because that I feel the same way you feel. Now that I think about it, that makes all the sense in the world. 'Cause the next broken bitch ain't got to be better than the last broken bitch. I just gotta like you a little better.
I mean, I like you more, but it also depends on like what I gotta deal with your ass, nigga. Like some, like I said, I don't think there's no perfect person. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect person that's gonna be in a relationship. Like you spend your whole life trying to find perfection and still be lonely and miserable at the end of the goddamn day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So with me thinking that, like, cause other people could think something totally different. I just feel like everybody's broken. No one's 100% together. Like nigga, now I'm going through a whole healing process of like healing myself, healing childhood trauma, healing all of this shit, looking at the shit that I'm fucked up, so I can actually be happy myself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't do that stuff. They talk about it, but it's like real easy to fall back into them toxic ways. And it really the fuck is. Like it's a process. Like how Gates was like, nigga, I was destroyed on the inside. Like nigga, that's shit. That really was me. Like I had to kill so many versions of myself before I came to this version of myself. Some people are not doing the fucking work, so they broken this and they baggage a lot more than the next person.
Yeah.
I have sat here and watched a motherfucker sit here and talk to 20 different motherfucking niggas. No, 5 to 10 different niggas in one day while having a fucking nigga, while having a man. I have sat here and watched this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what about you, bitch, need all that goddamn attention? Did you not get attention when you was a kid? People don't think about that shit though. They don't think about, damn, like, I really was overlooked. I really was this. So now that I'm not overlooked no more, yeah. Show me all the attention in the world, this, that, and third. I don't give, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But which one would I want to deal with? Would I want to deal with a motherfucker that's broken, that's trying to heal themselves, or working on healing themselves and working on this and working on that? Or do I want to deal with a bitch that, nigga, how you got me fucked up?
Yeah, I guess it just depends on how fucked up they got you or how toxic it is. Cause
Think about it though, bitch. If we together and you talking to fucking 3 niggas, you talking to another nigga while I live with you. What you mean? How fucked up?
all the way fucked up.
Well, you just sat here and said it depends on how fucked up they have you.
Right.
I just gave you an example of what the fuck the bitch was doing. What you mean how fuck? It depends on how fucked up she had you.
Well, I mean, so I say that because some people will deal with it or settle for it and all of that other shit because of their own issues. You know what I mean? So that to me, if you're gonna sit there and deal with that shit, it ain't got you as fucked up as you need to be to move your ass. Cause when that motherfucker got you as fucked up as you can get, you can't when that bitch got you to the highest level of passivity, you gonna get the fuck on down. But then comes the point of how do two broken motherfuckers break away from each other and somebody in that breakup or somebody in the end of that bullshit, like somebody pieces are already still broken and somebody gonna fall the fuck apart. So when they fall the fuck apart, how does that like how does that process work? Because it's too easy for people right now to just be like, all right, I'm out. And they go on like tomorrow is Saturday. You know what I mean? So you got two broken people. Is that where the toxic come from at the end or in the middle, or where does the disconnect happen? Because you got to have one.
I guess I gotta fully understand the question. So you saying how do two toxic people decide to be together or not to be together?
Not to be together. When the end of the road is there for everybody that's broken all up, right?
Yeah.
because at some point in time at the end, it might get a little toxic based on what we see going on out in the public, right? So who holds on, who lets go, why hold on, and why not let go? You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you extend a extended warranty on some shit that's already old, basically? Like, why do that if you know that this situation is not changing? You get what I'm saying? In that example that you were just talking about, this motherfucker talking to multiple people and still staying here with this motherfucker. Like, at what point of time is that other motherfucker granted like the walkout? You get what I'm saying? Why sit there? I mean, well, shit. I guess common sense will tell me that motherfucker don't know, so I can't even ask that stupid ass question. That's probably why I sound dumb as fuck. Somebody don't know.
But wait, wasn't it a whole different question at first? Wasn't it like, yo, wasn't it like two broken people? When do two broken people decide to separate?
Yeah, like is there? Yeah, like I don't get like, okay, in that example that you was just giving, that got to be a broken situation, right? Like, those two people have to be broken. Somebody broken from attention, and somebody probably broken from some kind of trauma bond, and they don't want to let go for whatever fucking reason, right? So, at what point of time do those two pieces just fall apart? Is it when everybody finds out that everybody broken, or are those the type of relationships nowadays that outlive everything? You get what I'm saying? I guess the overall question is: does toxic shit last longer than normal shit?
The toxic is normal nowadays.
Well, yeah. I seem like I need to catch up with life.
I don't know, like I don't even know how to like answer the question because I don't get the question. Like two, okay, Juju, two toxic broken people, when they decide that they're not gonna fuck with each other no more, they just don't fuck with each other no more. It's not like it's a conversation that they sit here and have, nigga. It's just like, nigga, I'm done with you. I'm done with that. I'm over that shit. What the fuck ever. I don't think that they just break up because you broken here and I'm broken here, so we're just not gonna be together because we're both broken together.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I was like confused.
Yeah, I guess that would be so, cuz yeah. Yeah. I guess that makes more sense as to how stupidly it was worded, cuz it's just, I don't know, it's just weird because you can look at somebody's situation or their relationship and be like, why the fuck are y'all even doing that? Cuz I know you got to know,
Yeah, but
cuz you know this person ain't right. This person know you ain't right. So what the fuck are y'all doing?
yeah, but that's how I looked at that whole other situation. But I also know that this dude probably don't know that. But I also feel like, nigga, if I gotta sit here and go through this and go through that just to make sure that you're not playing in my motherfucking face, ho, I'm not gonna sit here and fuck with you. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't like this shit. But like I get why a motherfucker would do it because the last 10 bitches I talked to was on the same shit.
And you just
And then you
tired.
have to look at the caliber of bitches that these niggas like nowadays. Like, so you asking me from a female point of view of stuff, like I guess of what would make them leave a dude
Yeah.
alone. We all know that most women will put up with way more than what a dude will put up with when it comes to like a relationship. A dude in the beginning is quicker to leave you than in the ending, I think.
Oh yeah, because a motherfucker don't know you like that. They ain't built no bond with you. And if you come in the door, I ain't finna take the same trash back out. So I got on leave because I already know what's coming because I just left some shit like that. That's kind of I mean, that makes sense because you got all kind of other connections you gonna gain as time go on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you damn sure don't want that connection and all of that shit. You don't want that shit if a motherfucker showing you early on that they ain't shit.
Are they not shit though? Or are they just like? Are they not shit? Or are they just like y'all don't even know each other for you to even deem a motherfucker not to be shit?
You should be able to tell when a person is not. I mean, you can't fully tell because you know you need time and signs, but you can just about gather the energy of a not shit motherfucker early on, especially if we talking relationships. Some people do put on a mask, but at the very same time, you know what a relationship requires, and if a motherfucker not meeting those requirements, you know that ain't shit.
But Jay, you gotta think about it. Well, you don't. But you remember how like talking to you, you be telling me why people be so mad at me,
Yeah,
and I didn't know at first.
yeah,
Like like I had to be like, damn, was I supposed to be in a relationship with this motherfucker? Like, did did this nigga feel like this? And you was like, babe, probably.
yeah,
I'm like, but I thought we was just smashing. But you was like, no, that nigga probably looked at it like this.
yeah.
For me to be like, oh, you know, because like it's funny to me because how like I automatically think about that dude that be making them zodiac videos, nigga, talking about zodiac signs, where
Mm-hmm.
they be like, you just have to ask the Aquarius if you in a relationship with an Aquarius, because you can think that y'all are in this happy hunky ass relationship, go lucky ass relationship, and the Aquarius like, nah, we just kicking it. I
That's it.
for real be, I for real like I be standing on we just kicking it vibes like all the time.
Right.
Like if nigga, if you haven't sat here and clarified that we dating or we talking or we together, nigga, I'm single. You see how you came in it though?
Yeah. Well,
Like you came in it though, like nigga, fuck all that other shit. I'm not playing. I'm serious as fuck. You this, you that. Basically, I ain't gonna say that you bullied them up in a relationship, but shit, you was a man about this shit, nigga. A lot of these motherfuckers not even fucking men about the shit.
right. Cause they don't know what the fuck they want nowhere.
But then it be some bitches that be like, well, he's too aggressive and he's so like you don't know, like that's to me, that's the ultimate reason why it's so important to get to know a motherfucker before you decide that you want to be in a relationship with him. Because you might start talking to a motherfucker, getting to know a motherfucker, and then they get in no stage, you realize you don't even like this motherfucker. That's
Yep.
why it's so heavy or so important for me to know up front or in a beginning on if I even like you.
Yeah.
And to me, it seems like a lot of people don't be trying to figure this shit the fuck out.
Nah, they just go with the flow.
Exactly, nigga. That's exactly what I was gonna sit here and say. I was gonna sit here and say it's too many people that sit here and feel like I'm just gonna go with the flow and we gonna see where it end up. I am not the go with the flow type at all.
Not at all.
Like, and if I am going with the flow, you gonna have to make up a decision. You gonna have to inform me what the fuck you trying, where you think our flow is going, quite quickly. Cause our flow, you would be flowing with me, and I'll be flowing with somebody fuck else as well. Cause I think we just chilling and kicking it.
Right.
But I also feel I'm one of them people that I feel like I shouldn't have to explain it to nobody.
You shouldn't. Especially if you're talking to a man. Now, if you're talking to a woman, then you know it might come out a different way. But if you the man, then shit, you already wrong. A lot of these niggas just don't know what they want. Like a lot of these bitches don't know what they want. They just see shit, it look good, and they run to it.
I think it's that, but I also think it's a lot of fucking communication. Cause like I said, nigga, you had to tell me fuck about this little last shit that I was dealing with, nigga. Well, last situation I ain't gonna say it because most people might think I'm saying that about the person. But this whole like little last situation I was dealing with, like you had to tell me that yeah, he probably thought that y'all were like in the beginning stages of talking.
Right.
For me to be like, nigga, he couldn't have. Like I
Shit.
know, like I don't know this nigga like that, but from what I remember, I'd be a damn fool to sit here and try to take this nigga serious. Cause I know that nigga ain't gonna do shit but hurt a motherfucker. Like at the end, I know that's what the fuck you gonna do. So I would just think that this nigga knows, since I know enough about him, that I would never want to date him. I think he know that. I thought he knew that. You had me questioning that shit, nigga.
Hey, sometimes it's best to have them questions before you have them crashes.
Yeah, but I just was looking at it like, hell, the crash had already had crashed. It had been crashing.
Yeah, true. But that's what insight is all about.
Hey, I can't say I didn't learn from the situation though.
Yeah, that's what we supposed to do. Shit, live and learn, because it's a lot of other shit to not get right and still get right later on in life. You know what I mean? One monkey don't stop no show, no matter how
Or just
beautiful.
to know. Or just to know what the fuck I never do again.
Yep. I
Know
just,
what type of motherfucker I don't want to talk to. Like all of that shit.
yeah, it's just life lessons. Shit, live and learn, nigga. I done lived and still ain't learned. But I got my motherfucking cap and gown now, though.
What you graduate from?
Shit, the school of fuck everybody. And a degree in shit talkology. And bitch, get up out of here ology. Don't leave a toothbrush, toothpick, none of that shitology. I'm not relationship material. I'm broken. I'm the machine at your warehouse that's down and the conveyor belt line is shut down. So ain't no products being made because, bitch, y'all might well go home for the day. Y'all not even going to be able to work. That's me. And I'm okay with that for right now. Ain't nothing in the freezer but ding-a-ling dinner.
I like how you be taking my little slogans and shit
Hey, I'm just saying. You know,
and use them in real world scenarios.
hey, shit, sometimes you got to learn from the best. If you don't learn from the best, you learn from the rest. And we see how messy that is.
Boy.
I ain't got time for that shit either. Oh, hey, I didn't, hey, babe, shit, you just got to goddamn know. It's shit, life is life. And sometimes, certain shit you know not to run back into. And right now, I'm at a standstill in traffic, nigga. It's so much traffic out here, but I'm the only car on the freeway. Now, imagine that. Imagine that. It got to be a lot of thoughts in this car. Because it's a clear road and we can't go nowhere. Stuck in traffic in your own goddamn thoughts. I think that's worse than anything else you can be. You stuck in thoughts is too reflective. It get too real. It get too dark. It get too much of every goddamn thing in there. You got to get out them motherfuckers in order to get into something else. You know what I mean?
So you basically like fucking Gates. You a prisoner in your own mind.
I swear to God, nigga, and I know I am. I've been one for a long time. Like, I have changed myself so much, nigga. I really don't even know who I am right now. I just know what I don't want, and I know what I'm not going.
But that goes with like what Lil Bro had posted, nigga. He was like, you don't know how many fucking versions, like people be out here really fucking with folks, but you don't know how many versions of myself I had to kill to become this calm, to become this, this peaceful, to become where I'm at now.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit. And at any moment, I can give one of them old versions of me CPR and be on your motherfucking ass.
A nigga and feel bad after I did it, because goddamn, I supposed to be working on myself.
Shit, the fuck that. I'm gonna feel great because you probably earned that shit. Everything got a timestamp. If you ain't had your ass tapped by now, it's a timestamp on there. You gotta check my expiration date with people like you gotta check gallons of milk. Cause it's shit. Hey, even a bad gallon of milk will turn to cottage cheese, so it's still useful. But bitch, just wait. Cause it's a timestamp on that shit. When that alarm go off and a nigga stand up, it's gonna be one of them versions that you ain't never met before. So just leave me the fuck alone before you wake up one of them old Lil Wayne type niggas. Don't wake up the sleeping giant. You know what I mean? So I don't need to be throwing myself amongst too much of anything right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause now only thing I can think of is, damn, this bitch kind of pretty. She's smiling in my face. Ooh, she got a little ass on her. I wonder what that pussy hit like. I know this bitch damaged, broken. I know she gonna try to play in my face. Do I feel like turning into a domestically violent nigga? No, I don't. I don't even need to fuck that bitch because if she lose her mind, I'm gonna beat her ass.
Hey, I'm gonna end this live here and regular call you because I gotta charge this bitch up.
All right.